welcome back to another video. We are back with an actual speed build. I feel like it has been zoinks since I did zonks, not zoinks, zonks since I did a speed build. But we're here with one, and it's a farm. Farm, air quotes here. Yeah, I was going with a farmhouse. I don't know if it's that much like a farmhouse. I feel like a lot of the time when I do builds, my builds are inconsistent. So, like, I can be very good at like getting the outside, but then I try the inside and it fails because like the style isn't consistent inside, if that makes any sense at all. Just how I feel. I lack consistency when decorating both the inside and the outside. But anyway, enjoy! Yeah, I always seem to start with something self-deprecating. I do that a lot. I'm very self-deprecating. It's just the way I am. Because, you know, if you can't laugh at your own mistakes and your own things, then what is there to laugh about? I don't know where I was going with that. I thought I could be insightful, but I could not. Anyways, yeah, this is a farm. So on Wednesday, I'm going to be starting Green Screen's A to Z build challenge, and I forgot that this starts with an F. So I was like, wait, no, I have to hold this off because it's F and I can use. But no, I'm not going to use this for the A to Z build challenge because I have something else to use for F. Maybe, I don't know. I was going to, but then I was like, no, I can't hold it off because then I won't have anything to say about it. Because I have things to say about it. I have them on a cue card of all things. Can you believe? I'm gonna quote Jonathan Van Ness every single video now. Can you believe that I have a list of things to say? I have them on a yellow cue card right in front of me so that I know what to say. So apparently, because I did this, obviously it's me. I did this speed build several days ago, and I'm only just now getting around to editing it because for some reason what I like to do is build things at the beginning of the week and then edit them on a Friday, the day before they're supposed to go out, because I'm a genius. And I just clearly like to stress myself out. If you don't know, this video is going out on Saturday. I am moving in a week's time. I'm moving back to my parents for the summer, which I am looking forward to. My mum watches my videos. I'm kidding. I'm looking forward to change of scenery. Anyway, so according to the notes that I have scribbled on the cue card, I was listening to Horrible Histories. Now, I don't know if there are any British kids who had horrible histories in the audience today, in the audience tonight. But let me tell you, the Horrible Histories were the bomb. They were da bomb. They were dabomb.com, to quote a very popular phrase from my childhood years. Dabomb.com. They were great. I loved the Horrible Histories. They were books, and then there was also a science one, but I'm mainly talking about the television show here because it was dabomb.com. Like, they had songs. The only reason I know about King Charles is because of the song The King of Bling. That is the only reason I know any history. The history I know is because of that show. And that is really bad to say considering I've done several modules on history at university. Can't even speak. But yeah, Horrible Histories was bomb.com. And I was thinking, like, what other childhood shows were the bomb.com? I love childhood shows. Like, I just love talking about childhood. And especially television, because obviously, if you didn't know, I'm doing a film and media degree at university, and although we don't get to talk about television shows and like your history with them, I just have a fascination with people's relationship to television as a kid and like what shows that they had, because some shows overlap, you know, like I can't think of any shows that overlap. Maybe Horrible Histories. I don't know. Did Horrible Histories ever get to the States? I don't know. But it was great. It was a great show. I honestly recommend. They did a song about Cleopatra, and it was a Lady Gaga parody. Okay? It was an Egyptian Lady Gaga parody. It was beautiful. They also did Flame for the Olympics. It was the 2012 London Olympics. So literally every show in Britain was say had something to say because obviously the Olympics was in London. I was really sick of the Olympics by the time it came around because I was like, I don't care anymore. But I thought I had cut this out. Oh well, guess I didn't. Um, yeah, I kept changing the wood paneling bit. Anyway, they did like the song Fame. I can't sing. I'm not even gonna try. But they did the song Flame instead. I loved it. It still makes me laugh. Like all of their stuff, I was watching. I was like, I miss it so much. Because I do. I miss my childhood a lot, and that's why I like talking about it. Like literally every video I'm gonna talk about is gonna mention my childhood. Especially my child. I love. Oh God, I love telly. I just love television. That's the truth here. It's why I'm doing a degree in television. Anyway, we also had Tracy Beaker, which was amazing. Every child knew the term bug off. Obviously, that was also a book. That was also a book by Jacqueline Wilson. And that was great. That was great fun. I loved that. I love Tracy Beaker. I don't. Yeah, no, I did read the book. I remember reading the book, and then I also remember doing watching the television show. And I just love Tracy Beaker. And then obviously they've still got the dumping ground going on, so I'm like, it's still a thing, people. The dumping ground is still a thing. If you don't know Tracy Beaker, dumping ground is the foster home in which she lived in. What other shows I have written here are Raven. Do you know what they've done? I'll tell you what they're doing with Raven. They rebooted Raven. Everything is getting a reboot. Okay, and I mean literally everything. I was in a stream the other day, and someone was like, "Oh, Disney's not. I don't think Disney's done that many reboots, but they have." I don't know if you guys have heard this, but Disney is coming out with their own streaming service, and that thing is gonna have everything. Disney owns it all. Now I love Disney. Don't get me wrong, but why did they need to reboot Mary Poppins? That film is very sacred to me, and I don't know how I got on from Raven to Disney. And when I say Raven, I don't mean Raven like That's So Raven. I didn't have the Disney Channel because the Disney Channel was like a premium challenge. Yeah, it was a premium challenge. No, the Disney Channel was like a premium channel that you had to pay through the nose for. So my parents did not have that. We did not have Sky. We did not have Disney. We had nothing. We had Raven, the Scottish Raven. It was a brilliant show. And when I saw that they were rebooting it, my heart kind of died a little bit. I was like, not Raven. But they did find another Scottish person to do it. So if they'd found someone who wasn't Scottish, I would have rioted. Because Raven is Scottish. I'm very, yeah. I loved Raven. I had a few friends that had applied to go on it and they didn't get on it because they were too young. But Raven was cool. It was like a fantasy like adventure show. Not adventure, game show for kids. So you would like have to do different challenges and like collect gold rings to beat like the bad guy. It was a really good show. And they always lost in the final part. It was so good. Just look Raven up. It's so good. And then I also have Balmorrie written down. Balmorrie was the bomb. Balmorrie is obviously, it was slightly younger children, but it was set in Tobermory, which of course is a Scottish place. Tobermory is the real place. Balmorrie is the fictional place. I loved Balmorrie. It was great. They had all these different coloured houses. I've even been there. Like as a child, we went there because we wanted to go to Balmorrie. Balmorrie. Can you tell how excited I am to talk about my childhood? I also have Me Too written down here. Another Scottish favourite. It was about this granny, Granny Murray, who was like who would look after children while their parents were at work, and then she also looked after a dog. And it was great, and they had lots of fun. And the catchphrase was "Me too." It was great. It was set in Glasgow. It was I feel like I've sung its praises enough. I love these shows. I just love children's television. It's so insane. I'm still an adult and I still sometimes catch a children's television show and go, damn, I would have liked to have had that when I was a kid. Okay. Also, sometimes you'll see me slipping into cinematic camera, and I was trying to work out if that like pan holder would hit anyone in the head. And you'll also see me placing a lot of things. I'm just like trying to clutter the thing up because I'm trying to increase my clutter. And I did in fact get the red shelf, the OSMP shelf, and I think in the last speed build, I couldn't find it. The reason I couldn't find it was because I hadn't put it in my game and I thought I had. I was like, la 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 la, it's totally in my game, I just can't find it. It wasn't in my game. I had forgotten to put it in my game. So I did put it in my game, and I've no idea how to work it. Uh, absolutely zero clue. I tried to do the thing, but then I deleted the shelf, and of course it deletes everything on the shelf. So I'm like, okay, there must be some kind of knack that I am very clearly missing, because I have seen people use this shelf, and stuff does not get deleted when they delete the shelf from the build. So what goes on? I don't know what goes on. I know very little. Other things on my list of things. I didn't realize how long I was going to talk about children's television shows for, because I have many other things on here. But I think it's okay. I think it's okay that I talked. I don't think it's okay that I talked about television shows for 11 minutes. Television shows that you guys probably have never heard of. And I'm probably repeating myself because I do talk about television quite a lot. I just love television. I just love it. I love it so much. And yeah, I would like to work in television. Hence the fact I'm at university studying on that. It's great fun. Another thing I love that for some reason is written down here is Hamilton. I've just written Hamilton underneath listening to horrible histories. That is literally what I've written. If you could see my notes. I think I must have listened to I think I was listening to Hamilton when I built this. So I'm remembering now. So I was listening to Horrible Histories and the songs from that while this was going on YouTube, right? That is not Hamilton, but I'll tell you in a minute. And then it was finished, and then I found this like recommended interview popped up on my YouTube, and I was like, oh, I'll go watch that. And it was all about like the Schuyler sisters, and I love that song. And then I think someone started streaming. I think it was Michelle started streaming, and I laughed. But I do distinctly remember listening to Hamilton fully, like the full album. And I don't know if you guys, that album's 3 hours long. I just straight up listened to it. Straight up did it. I love it. You see, like when the purple bar pops up, it means that I have paused the recording to go into my Spotify. Because I'll be going back and forth between my two screens, and the purple bar pops up. So that's that. I always listen to Hamilton. I don't think a day goes by where I don't listen to Hamilton. Like it may not be it may not be the whole thing, but I will listen to a Hamilton song, at least one Hamilton song every day. I'm kind of obsessed. I really need to see it. I need it in my life. Yeah, I really need to see it. I just want to see it. Anyway, I'm getting carried away with the fact that I'm probably never going to see Hamilton because it's in London, but I do not have monies to go to London. R.I.P. me. And nothing comes to Scotland. Barely anything comes to Scotland. And if they do come to Scotland, the tourists don't know that Scotland exists further than Glasgow. Or like usually what will happen is it'll come to somewhere closer to where I am originally from, and I won't be there. I'm sorry. I'm getting riled up. I shall calm myself down and talk about something else that's not going to upset me. Looking at the list, all of the things on this list, they're going to upset me and stress me out. What else can I talk to you guys about that won't upset me? I talked about television shows for too long. Let's talk. I know what we'll do. Let's talk about this build. This build. Oh no, there we go. There is me listening to Hamilton. This build is going to be going into my legacy let's play save. Now I told you guys I was working on a secret project a little while back. Well, I can now tell you said secret project is coming to fruition. It's great. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Go be good. Go be good. Go blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be fun. A few people I know. A few people I have had the pleasure of previewing it and giving it a proofread. So thank you to my mind has gone blank. No, Image Unknown, Solely Sims, and the Techno Babbler for reading it over. Yeah, hopefully, knock on wood, everything is gonna go well, and I'm gonna get it on Monday. Because it's Friday right now. Okay, and I'm doing this voiceover. So I'll schedule this, then I'm gonna do the launch video. And well, no, I've already done it. I just have to do the voiceover for it. And the voiceover for it is it's not gonna take me long. I'm just gonna get really excited because this challenge. Oh, I'm so excited. Also, though, if you do happen to be watching this and you have proofread it, don't reveal any spoilers in the comments below. I don't know. That's just on the off chance that you're watching this. You're probably not, because I don't know. If you are, hi. Don't put it in down below because I want to keep the name of the challenge until Monday. So here's the thing. Here's the dealio. Monday will be the legacy challenge launching. I don't know if. Yeah, I think. From what? No, what am I saying? Yeah, Monday I'm gonna release the build of the first generation's house, because let's be real here, I'm not gonna do the sim creation because I am terrible at making sims. Okay, I am horrible at making sims. I'm not a big cast person, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna like launch each generation with the build of their house. So that's going to come out on Monday. I'm debating whether or not to release like an actual first episode of that, but I need to do a lot of pre-recording, because like I said, I'm moving in about a week's time to go home and to live with my parents for the summer and get a job. So I don't know what my situation is going to be when I get home, because obviously, yeah. I don't know, because I'm applying to jobs right now, but I'm unsure about the future. Anyway, let's focus on the build and stop you babbling, because it's getting boring. I'm talking to myself there. I'm talking to myself with this whole thing, but that specific thing was to myself. Okay, this is the final bedroom. I should go back. So this is going into my legacy LP save. So I don't know if we'll ever see this. We might. I don't know if she's going to be reacting. I don't know if, because the sim that is going to be starting the challenge is young adult, and I think both of the older children in this family are teens. So, we'll see. But that's what I should do every time I say instead of going I should go dumps. I'm kidding. I'm never going to do that again. That is horrifying. That's an extremely annoying sound, and I promise I will never do it again. So what else can I talk about? Because the things on here are just going to take too long for me to talk about, and they're also going to stress me out, and I'd rather not think about them. Especially the fact that we still need a place to live for the next academic year. I'm not worried. We aren't worried. We are perfectly in control of it. We just really don't want to split up me and my 3 other friends. We don't want to split up. But here's the thing. Even if we were to split up and go for 2-2s, the 2 bedrooms, which there are so many 2 bedrooms, they'd still all be asking for a June move-in date. So we'd still be in the same situation we are now. It's just there aren't many 4 beds, and they are still all asking for June move-in dates. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with that. I already bored you with my frivolous talking about childhood television shows. Anyways, we're coming up to the screenshots, so thank you very much for watching and sticking with me while I wobble about TV shows. So please like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'm going to see you guys on Monday. Bye, everybody!